Hello friends, welcome to Sketchup coding tutorials. Today I am going to discuss about a new topic which is assigning methods or functions in Sketchup. So I will explain it with an example. So we directly go to the Ruby code editor. So these are the 3 lines of default coding. First I will try to draw a triangle. Let the first point be 2, 3, 6. The second point be 5, 8, 9. The third point be 5, 2, 3. Then to draw the triangle we need to join these 3 points with 3 lines. So joining the points with line. To join the points we use entities dot add line. What are the points? Point 1 and point 2. So it will draw a line joining point 1 and point 2. Then again int dot add line to join the point 2 and point 3, and again int dot add line to join point 1 and point 3. Now let's press Ctrl R to run the program. It will give a triangle like this by joining the 3 points. Now to make a face we can add here int dot add face joining which points? Point 1, point 2 and point 3. Let's again run the program by pressing Ctrl R. Now it will make a face. So this is our triangle. So as you can see, there are these 4 lines of coding involved in drawing a triangle. What if we can do this coding in one line? Let's suppose if we assign a customized function, like if we assign a function called draw a triangle and insert these 3 points such that it would draw a triangle. So is it possible? Yes, it is possible through the idea of using methods. So methods are something that will command the SketchUp program to do something. So for that purpose I am going to define a new method. Let us consider at the top we are defining a function is denoted by the syntax def. We are defining a function. Let us suppose the function name is draw triangle, and what we are taking inside is we are taking 3 points. Let's say point 1, point 2 and point 3. Press enter. Now to end this defined method we are going to put end at the last. So this will end this method. So what this method does is it takes point 1, point 2 and point 3 and draws the triangle from it. So we don't need these points inside. Instead we are going to cut these points by pressing Ctrl X, and we are going to put it outside of this method, like Ctrl paste. Now to draw the triangle, this method is already created. Now if we call this method by saying draw a triangle and insert these 3 points inside like pt1, pt2 and pt3, the program actually does not start from here, but the program starts from this line. So let's go to the model and press Ctrl A to select this, and let's delete it so that the program can run from the initial stage. So let's press Ctrl R again to run the program, and it will also draw the triangle. So after defining the method, it became very easy to draw a triangle in one step. So in one step, by writing this draw triangle method and inputting these 3 points, you can easily draw the triangle. Now every time if you include this method in any program, you can easily get this command to draw a triangle. Now this is what we call the method. Now there is another method that will return a value. Let us suppose we are going to find the perimeter of this triangle. First we need to find the length of all these sides. So the length of first side will be point 1 dot x minus point 2 dot x squared plus 0.1 dot y minus 0.2 dot y square plus 0.1 dot z 0.2 dot z square and its square root. This is just the distance formula in 3D coordinates. Again, to find the length for second line, we can use 1 and 3, 0.1 and 0.3, 0.1 and 0.3. Now to find the length for third side, we can use length 3 equals to between 0.3 and 2, 0.3 and 2, 0.3 and 2. Now perimeter equals to length 1 plus length 2 plus length 3. Now let's run this program by pressing Ctrl R, and it will say 19.401 is the required perimeter of this triangle. Now let's check the perimeter from this model. It is giving us the result 19.40. Let's go to the model and go to selection and then select this line, and by pressing Ctrl such that the plus sign will appear, and again select this line also and this line also, and go to the entity info here in the default tray. It will give the length as 1 foot and something like 7 inches and more. That means 12 plus 7 is 19, so it's around 19 inches. So it's correct. But what I was searching was that, can I find the perimeter of this triangle using a single command? Yes, it is possible. It is also by the same concept of using methods, but in this method we are going to return a value. So let's again define a new method, that is a perimeter of a triangle, and we are entering 3 points over here, so 0.1, 0.2 and 0.3. Now we are ending this method by writing end. Then we are going to copy this perimeter and paste over here, and this command should return a value of perimeter. So we put here return perimeter. Perimeter. So what it does is it takes 3 points, calculates its perimeter and returns the perimeter as a value. So now we can directly find the perimeter of a triangle by using a single command, perimeter triangle. What are the points? The points are 0.1, 0.2 and 0.3. We have already entered these value over here. Now let's again run the program by pressing Ctrl R. It will give the same result, that is 19.40. So while working, we can put this method just above so that all the methods are included in the beginning of the program, and the program will start after the end of these methods. So as a conclusion, what we did was we defined a method called draw triangle that takes 3 points and that will draw a triangle by using this method. In the second part, we found out the perimeter of the triangle by using this method. The difference between the two methods was the first method would just do the work for us. It will draw the line and it will draw the face, but the second method will find the perimeter for this triangle and return this value. So the method draw triangle does not return a value, but this function will return a value. So we can also write it as perimeter equals to perimeter of triangle of these 3 points. Let's again press Ctrl R. So in a variable of perimeter, it will store a value of 19.40. So since this method is returning a value, so we commonly interpret it in mathematics as a function, because it is a function of 3 points that will take these value and return the perimeter. So that's all about the concept of using methods and functions in Sketchup. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. So I have put some additional information in the description box, so please don't forget to see the description box, and if you have any inquiry, please leave in the comments and keep supporting.